everybody, what's going on? My name's Ash. Welcome to my channel, Saved by an Angel. I'm here on Crescent Beach, but you wouldn't be able to know because it's too dark to see anything in the background. But I thought I'd come down to the beach on my mom's birthday, place she used to take me all the time, and maybe talk about suicide and maybe help someone out there going through a hard time. I was looking through all my videos not too long ago, and I realized that the original reason I made my channel was because of the people around me that were committing suicide. And I felt like I'd learned some things that could help some people. And the other day when I was looking through my videos, I realized I deleted the majority of the videos I first put out due to perfectionism. And so I wanted to kind of get back into that subject a little bit and share with you what I've learned. I'm not a doctor or counselor, just a School of Hard Knocks coach. In 2013, so if I didn't mention already before, this video is about red flags when it comes to suicide or extreme depression. Something you need to be aware of, something that I learned. Now, before my mom passed away in 2013, and gums sticking to my mouth. In 2013, I lost my mom to cancer, and I was 33 years old. And before that, sorry, I'm kind of freezing. I'm on the beach here, and it's cold. I'm trying not to stutter. I had this belief that suicide was a weakness, and so it was never an option for me. And in 2013, losing my mom to cancer alone, watching her go through everything she went through and the highs and the lows involved with it, it was like just watching my best friend be tortured and not being able to do anything. So for me, it was kind of like that was enough. I felt like I couldn't handle anymore. But during that time frame, it seemed like a lot of things came tumbling down in my life. Like I found out that I'd been lied to my whole life. As I'm looking at my mom in the hospice, unable to talk, in a coma, I was lied to my whole life about who my grandma was. And that was really weird because I got in a plane and flew to another province to go to my grandma's funeral, so I found out that wasn't even my grandma. And so I was going through like all this disbelief, not knowing what things I'd been told in my life were true and untrue. And my mom passed away 3 months before my son was born, caused me to have a bit of an internal battle with God. I don't know if lost my faith is a good word, but I lost my understanding, and I became very angry. And when my son was born 3 months after my mom passed away, I just had a strong desire to not be here anymore. I wasn't suicidal. I had no idea of, no thoughts of, doing something to myself. But I definitely didn't want to be here. And when my son was born, the added pressure of having to be a father when I just wanted to run away from my entire life, the added pressure was just too much. And for 13 months, I spent a good amount of time alone in my detached garage. Like, I'm talking on average probably 5 or 6 hours a day. And every single day that I sat in there, I thought about how much I just didn't want to be here anymore. But it was never an option to commit suicide because that was a weakness, right? And one day, I was just sitting there, and I said to myself, I was like, could you live another 40 years with this pain in your heart? And it was right then and there. It was like I had a eureka moment. I was like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And you know, I kind of went into contemplation for about 45 minutes, I'd say. And, you know, I started evaluating my life and looking at all the negatives, and this just made me more angry with God. And right before I grabbed my keys to start my car in my garage, it was kind of like me killing myself was kind of like a big fuck you to God for the life He given me. But what I'm saying is, what the big red flag is, if you find yourself saying that you don't want to be here anymore, but you're not necessarily considering yourself to be suicidal. If you are saying you don't want to be here anymore, well, that's the first stage, you know, before suicide, is not wanting to be here, right? So if you don't want to be here anymore, it's time to get help. It's time to change something up. It's time to do something different, right? It's easier said than done. I battle this off and on myself, right? Wondering what I'm doing here. But you got to power through it, you know. I'm going to make my next video on, you know, if you're depressed, things you can do to get out of it. Kind of a remix, but whatever. So that's all I got for this. If you're not wanting to be here anymore, it's time to change something. That's a big red flag, because you're just one spaz attack or bad mood away from doing something you don't want to do, right? So, you know, 2014, it's 2022. You know, I never thought I was gonna get out of the imprisonment that I created in my head. You know, you can do it too. I did it. So, you know, people, I appreciate all your subscribes, and the more people that like and share these videos, the more people can see this. So thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. Take care.